A recent controversy is that of a CEO of an organization who mentioned that working professionals in their early 20s should be working for 18 hours a day. Now, when I had a look at that particular LinkedIn post, I assessed that what this particular gentleman was trying to say was not completely wrong. Possibly it was taken out of context. However, this particular gentleman got trolled badly, especially for the point that he mentioned that people should be working for 18 hours a day when in their early 20s so that they can ensure that they reach a higher level of growth in a shorter period of time. So, I would share my perspective pertaining to this issue. So, firstly, let me tell you, this particular gentleman was just trying to put his perspective or his point across. What he was trying to position is that at the age that youngsters are in, possibly in their 20s, you can put in a lot more effort to get greater gains. And that's where you are actually building the foundation to your professional life. Unfortunately, what didn't go well with a lot of people is this element of 18 hours. So I understand that 18 hours was basically just mentioned by him. It could have been 12 hours, 15 hours, or even 17 hours. But then, people didn't accept it as well as it should, as well as they should have. And then he got up being trolled really bad. So my thought pertaining to this whole issue is one, in terms of the work life balance, be it whatever age you are, in case you want to work long hours, absolutely it's up to you. But my perspective is you need to strike a balance right from the very beginning. Unfortunately, professional life or workplace is a rat race. Many of us may think that we are not a part of the rat race, but unfortunately, we are. We are constantly being compared to people around us. And we ourselves know about it, but maybe we don't acknowledge it. So, irrespective of whatever growth you have or whatever success you achieve, so let me tell you, even successful people have their own insecurities. And although they've achieved success, they want to retain it. So, this entire process, especially if you're ambitious, someone who's goal oriented, this thought of getting better with each day will never stop, whether you're in your 20s or you're in your 50s. So, my thought on this particular controversy is you will need to decide your own path. So, you may want to work for 8 hours, 10 hours, or more, or even less. It's all up to you. It's all up to your goals in life. However, my suggestion is right from day one in your professional life, try to get a proper balance. My own example is I spent a lot of time working in my initial days and continue doing so. And when I look back to 24 years of my professional and corporate career, I don't think too much has changed. In terms of work hours, it's more or less the same, maybe a bit lesser, but otherwise, there's not much of a difference in terms of how I was working at the age of 24 or now. The intensity, and possibly because of experience, now I need to put lesser time to get greater gains, because when I was having lesser experience, I had to do things in a different way. And now, because of experience over a period of time, things have got slightly easier because I know exactly how to react or how to manage certain situations which I didn't know when I was in my 20s. But then creating the balance is extremely important. In fact, when I look at leaders, successful professionals around me, I believe that most of them are not workaholics. However, many of them have created the right balance. They may work 10 hours a day, however, in that 10 hours, they get maximum output. Also, life is not only about work, business, or workplace. You need to realize that there is life beyond that. There is family, there are various other things that you need to do. So ensure that to have a holistic life, or to kind of build something which is going to bring you satisfaction and happiness, along with work, it's always better to look at other avenues to grow, because work is just one element of your life. So this was my take on this controversy. It is very unfortunate as to how, this ended up being for this particular gentleman. So in fact, his parents got hate messages. His organization's ethics were actually questioned. The work culture was questioned, which is very unfortunate. So I don't think people these days would do something just because someone is asking. So in case I ask you to work for 10 hours a day or 12 hours a day, I don't think you will be doing that. Okay, but unfortunately this gentleman got ended up being trolled, and it's really unfortunate that his parents started getting hate messages, which I believe is not acceptable. What he was trying to say was good, but then possibly putting specific factors in terms of number of hours, maybe that has not gone well with a lot of people. So I shared my thoughts pertaining to this. So my suggestion to all you youngsters in your 20s, take work seriously. However, let work not be the start all and end all. Have balance in life. Enjoy life, all the facets of life, because at the end of the day, you have one single life. And along with work, you also need to look at various other factors so as to be satisfied and never have regrets later on. Thank you very much.